Hey y'all, the little man here. So, the Gaslight District, that pilot fucking slaps, right? So, in this video, I wanted to go over like a bunch of random details that I've seen throughout the pilot and how I think that's going to continue forward with the next episodes that come out for the show. Most specifically is the prophecy and how Mel ties into that. From what we've seen in the show so far, is it's the human ends the world, and from what the angel mother says, most likely Mel is going to be able to have some sort of control over the angels to destroy the what remains of humanity. So that's interesting. There's, in fact, a lot of visual connections, especially in like the little opening montage with Mel and the Angels, and I think that that's gonna play a pretty big role in the series going forward. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of like, oh, foreshadowing Mel and the Angels, blah blah blah. I think what it is the baby angel that's born at the end of episode 1 is going to be like basically another member of the Smiling Dead, and Mel is basically going to keep it as a pet, and as time goes on she realizes she has more influence over the angel. So like I can imagine like episode like 3 or 4, it starts in media res with her using the baby angel to like spy on someone that they're gonna like go after. So I imagine the baby angel is gonna be reoccurring, especially with we got one piece of like promo art. No, not promo art. Concept art with I think it was Ken, where it was the baby angel was there, like I think like messing with like the exposed part of his head. So it feels like that baby angel is going to be a reoccurring character, and with that is going to be how Mel realizes that like her power over angels is growing or something. Uh, and then I think episode if they're going to expand on how the like Black Hand religion, I think it's the Black Hand, how the religion like works on a day to day, or like how it's like remained prominent and like the like chain of command or whatever. I think it's probably going to happen with episode 2, because I feel like uh how episode 2 is going to happen is it's going to start either with the Smiling Dead like running away from the whole crowd of people that are like pissed at them, or it's going to start with them in like some sort of safe house, like trying to like wait out, figure out how to like make their reputation better or something. And then suddenly, like, I I don't know what level of the religion it's gonna be, but like I can imagine like a cardinal of the religion just suddenly shows up at the door of their safe house and is like, "Hey, I can help you with your whole reputation business if you help do something for us." And I think if there's gonna be like a reveal that, oh, the religion isn't really that great, like it's not just based around, oh, we want to live forever. I think probably episode 2 is where they're going to do it. I would say there's like a 50-50 chance, because they haven't really shown too much interesting going on in the like the mechanics of how the religion works, since we've only have like the one model for like the priest characters. But if they're going to reveal that there's more going on with the religion, it's probably going to be episode 2, and it's gonna reveal that, oh, they're like people who go against the religion, or like people who want to like, I don't know, because I feel like if they're gonna do the reveal of, I think if they're gonna, I don't know what exactly the, like, if they're given a mission, what the mission would be. I would imagine it would be like, hey, we've got like some virtues or something that are like, don't like the religion and are like trying to silence it. So go into Paradise Lost and like make them like stop going after the religion. But I don't think that's what it'd be. It would probably be like, oh, there's some heretics in the city. We want you to break in, go and kill them. Which I feel like that would work because it also ties in with Mel's pretty obvious and understandable, like, not really liking the religion. And I think forcing her to be put in that situation where she has to work with the religion to basically keep herself alive. I think that would work as like some good drama for episode 2. Then I think with that is it'll probably reach some sort of episodic structure after that. Like, most likely they're going to succeed in whatever mission they get in episode 2, and then like the cardinal or whatever makes like some statement like, oh, there were just some poor lost lambs hoping to give peace and hope to the people who dwell in this place. Basically just like frame them going up and bold-faced lying to everyone as, oh, they're just trying to be nice, like they're so cool and stuff, which I could see happening. And I could see like the people there being like, I don't like this, but like, whatever, I guess. And then from there, I think it's going to be episodic. They're trying to like go in, do heists and stuff. I feel like for sure, at least from how I understand it, the deal with like the virtues and stuff is that beyond the gaslight district, there is an area where like the virtues and the soldier guys live, called Paradise Lost. And then the specific compound or whatever that they broke into for the angel egg is heaven, which makes sense. Angels stay in heaven. Heaven is where all the angels are like grown up at. That makes sense. So I imagine like one of the episodes, almost definitely not episode 2, because I feel like wouldn't make sense to have 2 back-to-back episodes with it. Is them going to Paradise Lost and like finding like an official or something that they need to like take out, or like they're trying to like intercept like a whole bunch of goods or something that are going through Paradise Lost. Like that, I feel like that makes sense. I I think I would need to see like, I don't know. We don't have like the greatest idea of what exactly they do on a day-to-day business, or like what exactly they do to make money for like what a like um oh no, what's the name of it? Oh, I forgot. It's the one where it's not super important to the plot, but it like shows how the characters work or something. I feel like that would make sense as like episode 3 is like, what are like the plots that they're usually getting up to, cuz so far they've been pretty, like the only like normal plan that they do is reactionary. So I imagine it's with like how well Mel planned stuff and how well everyone executed it, I feel like them breaking into places and stealing stuff isn't uncommon. Like I can imagine it's like there's some specific, oh, I know, one of the episodes could be Mel finding information on, oh, this one person in Paradise Lost potentially has more concrete details of how the prophecy is going to happen, and she manages to get Maybe not Ken, but maybe Breadhead and Mud to join her to like break into that house to get more information on. Which could be interesting. I feel like uh most likely I don't really imagine this getting more than one season because I feel like this is going to be a pretty self-contained plot. I can maybe see two seasons where it's like end of season 1 everyone gets all split up for some thing that happens, like who knows. Oh, right, I had an amazing idea actually for like what a season 1 finale could look like. Imagine all of the people that are put under the water made to suffer like this horrible fate, like where they just like, I think what it is they drown, die, reborn again through the curse, drown and die again and again and again, which is just that's that's awful. Like that sounds atrocious. Like what would make for an amazing season finale is something happens and all the people that are under the water suddenly are free. Like the chains snap, the concrete breaks, and then they all float to the surface. And then all go out on like this murderous revenge spree, like just burning everything in the city to the ground. I feel like that would make for a really good season 1 ending. Or alternatively, that is the penultimate episode, or like that happens like episode before the penultimate episode, stuff happens, everyone is backed into a corner and Mel basically realizes, oh god, I have to burn everything to the ground to like protect myself, and maybe if I can control my powers, protect my family as well. And then that's when Mel starts like the angel apocalypse. Because I feel like almost definitely the penultimate episode, Mel realizes like, oh, I have to burn everything to the ground. Like there is some turning point she realizes where everything is so awful and like is so absolutely disgusting that she has to just destroy every, which I think would very much work as really good character drama. I don't know what would have to happen though, because we've seen so many horrible things. What would cause Mel to suddenly realize, oh, I have to burn all of this to the ground? I think the only way this could really work is some sort of really bad event happens and Ken either like fully loses his shit at Mel, or alternatively uh Ken gets captured. Like imagine the rest of the Smiling Dead is captured and Mel is forced to use her power over the angels to break them out. I think it would be interesting. What it is when Mel uses her powers, I imagine either she has complete control, she's fully normal, and if that's the case, that means that there has to be a lot of character development to happen to force her to be put into a situation where she would want to destroy everything. Because I feel like Mel starting on the path of fulfilling the prophecy is absolutely going to happen. Like no matter what. That is going to happen. That is going to be like what the season finale is. Is it's dealing with Mel either internally trying to keep herself from happening, like say maybe uh she taps into the power and she can't fully control it and it takes her over basically. So it's either going to be the power like corrupts her, or maybe not even necessarily corrupt her. Like this place is so awful that it could just be working in a place of, hey, this place sucks, destroy it. Or it could be her having full control of her power, but something in her character changes where she decides I need to destroy everything. And I think potentially 2 seasons. First season ends with all of the people like rising from the water, and then suddenly it's like either it's we don't know what's happening, there's a bunch of people who are just suddenly disappearing because like a bunch of the people that are like under the water are like essentially like working together instead of like fully swarming everything all at once. They decide to like take out groups of people that they hate one by one. And then it's like part of the way through season 2, they decide to go after the Smiling Dead with like Jack as the head of it. Or alternatively, because I think if the like all the people coming out of the water happens, absolutely Jack is coming back and he's gonna be like the main bad guy. Because I imagine that happening as like the head of this like swarm of like hundreds, if not thousands, of other people who, and like basically the lid comes full off of Mel being the human. And with that, I think that would make for the perfect justification for suddenly everything going to shit. Like it goes from them like oh, I'm gonna rob this place, oh, I'm gonna do this, to suddenly we have to like somehow escape this like swarm of thousands of people while also having Mel's secret of being the human out, which is really interesting. I think makes sense for season 2, raising the stakes enough so that she might be forced to like use the angel powers. Or hell, it could be even be the situation where uh she realizes like how awful the people are with, because like all of these people that were put into the water were put there because something happened where someone decided, oh, I'm going to put you into an eternal torment. So it could be like she like goes around, learns about all these like awful things that happen with like people deciding like, oh, you are too inconvenient to be left alive, so I'm gonna throw you in eternal torment. Like say she learns like a whole group of people were like put into there for like some like really like milk toast reason, like, oh, these people like stole $10 from me, or like they owed me $10 in gambling debt, and then realizes, oh, all of these people are like vindictive and just do not care about each other at all. And then something happens where she thinks that Ken doesn't care about her at all. I think that could work because the dynamic between Mel and Ken is like at the core of the show. Like that's absolutely going to keep being the case. I could imagine going forward Breadhead and Mud actually being important to the plot. I think as it is right now, I think it's going to be revealed that Mud actually really deeply cares about everyone else in the Smiling Dead. He just has this veneer of, oh, I have to like the only one out for myself is me. I have to make sure that I am safe, and I will like betray everyone who like goes against that or something. And with that, I think Mud realizes, oh wait, these people do care about me, and I actually really care about these people as well. Because I feel like that's already been shown a little bit with at the end when they're trying to escape and he finds Redhead. The first thing he says to him is, hey, make sure the other two are all right. I'm gonna get us a way out of here. Or I don't think he even says that second part, but like he gets them the way out and is really like, we need to go. Which I feel like if his whole thing is like, oh, I'm gonna backstab you, like he would have just left, right? Like like it could be the situation of, oh, they have the thing that we need, so that's why I don't that's why he didn't leave. But I feel like there's more going on with Mud where it's going to be like, oh, he's actually just like a cool, chill guy. He's just really afraid of being backstabbed. So he puts up this whole show of like, oh, I'm gonna stab your back. I'm so evil and double agent. Ooh. When in reality he's just chill. I think that's probably the most likely thing to happen with his character. Because honestly, I love Mud. I kind of just want him to be a chill guy. And then with Breadhead, he just cares about everyone so deeply. Like I don't think Breadhead's gonna have an arc. I think the only thing with Breadhead is it's gonna be like, oh, he's funny, goofy character, and then every once in a while, I think he's just gonna have like this moment where he's like, oh, he just cares about them so deeply. And there's gonna be like a couple like I can imagine with him, there's gonna be a couple of really sad moments where it's like, oh, he cares about everyone so much, and like everything is all going to shit, but like he cares about them so much. Especially, I think most likely Ken is going to like say something or do something like way harsher than he has any right to and leaves. And I think with that, Breadhead is going to be forced with, oh no, do I stay with Mel or do I go with Ken? And I think with that, I think most likely with that is that could be what leads to Mel deciding to do whole Angel Apocalypse. Is Breadhead and Mud are kind of forced to go along with Ken, like even though they're like very deeply conflicted, and I think like Ken went way too far or whatever with like whatever happens. They basically are put in this really shit situation, and for one reason or another, they decided to go with Ken instead of Mel. Like I feel like if that happens with Ken absolutely snapping, he could potentially reveal to the other two members that she's a human, just like in his like blind blind rage. I don't know. I think that's most likely what'll happen with the other characters. I want to talk more about them, but we just don't really know enough about them to really tell what the arc is going to be. Whereas with Ken and Mel, it's already really obvious with Ken's whole like flipping like into like blind anger like on a dime, that absolutely what's going to happen is Ken says something he can't take back, and then at some point has to do something because he obviously really cares about Mel. He is going to have to do something to like fully prove specifically to Mel that he cares, and that is most likely going to be the thing that stops Mel from burning everything to the ground. Whether it's like the final thing that like gives her the like in the battle of the center of the mind between like the prophecy that the human has to fulfill and her normal self, her realizing, oh, there is kindness in the people here, fully realizing basically makes her have to stop on this apocalyptic like crusade, I guess. I don't know. I think with it, I'm confident in the Mel Angel apocalypse. But while I do like the idea of the people of the water getting freed and going back to the surface, I just don't know how they'd put the cat back in the bag with that. Like, I love the idea. It makes a lot of sense and could work really interestingly thematically. but I don't see how they would undo the damage that it causes. I think the only way it would work is if the damage that it causes gets reversed with Mel using the angels to kill all of those people. Which theoretically could work. Oh, yeah, one thing I wanted to mention is the angels when they tear apart oh, I forgot which virtue it is, but it's the inspector virtue. Uh I don't know whether other people notice this, but she comes back like in the final panning shot where it's like showing them on the stage going to Paradise Lost in Heaven. Uh that virtue comes back. Like there's the green flash and they stand back up, which is interesting cuz I feel like for sure that was going to be a permanent death cuz it's the angels like fully tearing them apart. But oh yeah, also one of the lines that the angel mother mentions is bringing like the angel's fire down on the land that you shall not step foot in, or something to that extent, I think. So I don't know what exactly that means, but I guess when Mel like finally taps into her like angel prophecy powers, I guess it like maybe it like gives the angels this like divine fire inside of them or something. Like that would be interesting. Makes it for some really cool visuals. But think that's about it. So quick recap of what I think is gonna happen. I think episode 2 we learn more about like the religion, how exactly it works mechanically, and how like the higher positions of power like truly control what is going on in the world by basically like getting rid of heretics and getting rid of people that goes against what they say. Then from there it's going to be a couple episodes of not necessarily chill, but like not super important for the overall plot, but will be important for like the characters' headspaces and generally building up Mel control over Angel. Because with the baby Angel character, Mel will absolutely like show her power with her using that baby Angel or something. And then from there I think potentially we have everyone getting freed and having that as an apocalypse. So I'm not as confident on that because like what would be the factor that starts it? Like I don't like maybe like a virtue getting hella pissed and going down and cutting people out. But I don't know. I'm not super confident in how that would start. While it would be an interesting idea, I have no idea what would cause it to happen. So I'm not as confident. But the Mel Angel apocalypse absolutely happens. I think it's going to be a build up as time goes on. It's going to be like chill between Ken and Mel, and then rising tension, rising tension, rising tension, and then Ken says like something they cannot take back, and then Mel starts apocalypse, and then final episode. I think Ken will have to do like some soul searching and realize, oh god, this place is awful. Basically he comes to the same realization that Mel has, but even though he's like a more angrier person, he comes with like the softer approach to it of like, oh, this place is awful. We should be trying to redeem it instead of burning it to the ground. I think is potentially when he comes to that realization, he'll then try and uses that to calm down Mel. Most likely it works because I haven't watched the video, but I saw the thumbnail of Mel must die. I don't think so. I think the apocalypse happens, but then is stopped before it completely finishes. I there could be some interesting evidence behind it, but I don't think Mel will die in the show. I think theoretically she could get turned into the weird fucked up humans that like everyone else is. That would be interesting. Like rejecting her humanity and embracing the weird fucked upness of the world, which would be interesting as an ending. I don't think that's exactly how they're going to do it though. Like her becoming some sort of eternal being instead of like a mortal human feels pretty plausible. And with that like eternal life, she goes to like, instead of destroying everything, tries to redeem the world. And I think that would work as a season finale, as like, oh, she's trying to redeem the world, the smiling dead decides to help her out with that. I think that's probably where the series will end. So oh my god, I've been talking about this for half an hour. Oh my god. I'm sorry for all the like repeating my points. Like, believe it or not, I do have not a script, but like a point by point breakdown of everything. But yeah, sorry about that. uh I don't even though there's like the second one I made like back to back, I don't think this is going to be um a thing that I do all the time. I think if there's just like a piece of media, like a show or a movie I really like, and I want to just like yap about it, talk about theories, make a review, I'll probably do another one of these when I come across it. But overall, I really like the show. The animation's so good. The characters I really like. The setting and world building so good. It I think the show does a really good job of showing off the world building while also having likable characters. Because that's a really hard thing to to do. But yeah, I need to stop talking. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed listening to me yap, and thank you to the people who watched the past video. Like awesome. Like all the people, new people who subscribed, thank you. Those are the first people. Those are the only subscribers I've had come from posting like a video rather than like one of the shorts that randomly blew up. But like thank you all so much for the support. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but bye.